The Duke of Sussex is currently self-isolating after arriving in the UK from California. He and his brother Prince William are unveiling a statue of their mother in the Sunken Gardens on Kensington Palace on Thursday, the day she would have turned 60 years old if she had lived. Meghan has opted to stay in the US, undoubtedly because her daughter Lilibet is not yet a month old, and it is understood that Kate has decided to leave the brothers to it as well. However, Meghan may be feeling emotional on Thursday, as she saw Diana as a role model well before she met her now husband. The Princess of Wales, who was tragically killed in a car accident in Paris nearly 24 years ago, had a huge impact on millions of people around the world, and Meghan was one of the 31 million mourners who watched her funeral. The 16-year-old California girl got tearful as she watched the moving service, according to the biography, Meghan, a Hollywood Princess. Royal biographer Andrew Morton described how Meghan, who was a dedicated student, was engaging with her philosophy course when the tragedy rocked the world. He wrote, "During this philosophy course, Meghan and her classmates were faced with a real-life paradox. Namely, how could a young mother, a glamorous humanitarian in the prime of her life, die in the cruel banality of a car accident? She and her friends watched the funeral of Diana, Princess of Wales in early September 1997, tears coursing down their cheeks at the poignant moment when the camera zoomed in on the royal coffin. Perched among the white flowers was an envelope with one word on, Mummy, containing Prince Harry's last note to his beloved mother. Meghan was not the only one to ask how this tragedy could befall a living icon. Dozens of conspiracy theories sprung up on the internet and elsewhere as millions tried to make sense of the senseless. Nor was Meghan the only one to feel Diana's loss in a keenly personal way. Mr. Morton, who also authored the famous Diana biography, Diana: Her True Story, described how Meghan and her friend Susie Ardekani had really looked up to the princess. After they heard the news of her death, they sat and watched old videos of the 1981 wedding between Prince Charles and Lady Diana Spencer. Family friends told the biographer that Meghan was intrigued by Diana, for her fashion and style, but also for her humanitarian work. She and Susie were inspired by Diana's good deeds and decided to collect clothes and toys for less privileged children. Susie's mother Sonia reportedly bought Meghan a copy of Diana: Her True Story, which was on her bookshelf for several years. Another school friend of Meghan's, Nanaki Priddy, said Meghan had always been fascinated by the royal family and wants to be Princess Diana 2.0. In many ways, Meghan did follow in Diana's footsteps. She broke the mold within the firm and wanted to do things differently, just like her late mother-in-law. She also left the royal family and rocked the world with a bombshell interview in which they heavily criticized the royal family. They have also both been dedicated to humanitarian work, with Meghan focusing on women's rights and racial equality. Prince Harry has opened up in recent months as to the true impact his mother's death had on his mental health. He described severe anxiety and panic attacks associated with fulfilling his royal duties and even just being in London. Royal fans will be watching eagerly for any sign of reconciliation between Harry and William at the unveiling on Thursday. Their relationship has been strained for several years, but greatly exacerbated by Harry's decision to step down as a senior royal and to speak to the media about his gripes with the royal family.